brothers, no lie. All you can die. Never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Yellow, 180, 59.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Come, ready, ready. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Come to my work.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again, Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Ryan looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. Third and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On third and long, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It's taken to the 26. Oh, some strong running. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
Well, how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Ryan. It's caught. Smith. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. On third down, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. He'll return it from the 6. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it's Chiefs football. First and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl. 17 carries over 100 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I wasn't sure that we would see that type of a game, but I knew he would be a part of their offense in terms of trying to break down what San Francisco does, that he would get the bulk of carries. But did I see 104 yards on the ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well, 133 yards total offense? Probably not. But give him his due, because now in his postseason career, which is 6 games, 5 of them with Kansas City, 1 with Miami, he scored 11 touchdowns.
Wow.
So on the big stage, the big lights, he produces, and he actually won the battle between undrafted free agent running backs, because his total versus Raheem Mostert, who ran for, I believe, 58 yards and a touchdown for San Francisco. Advantage Kansas City, advantage Damian Williams.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He's checking.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Ryan. Complete to Jones. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 42 yards.
Check 31. 39. Watch twins. You got 80 weapons. You got tight right there.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, we can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They go play fake. Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
I got you. I got you.
Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Mahomes now to throw, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free. He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes, and that is incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. 3rd down here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Attack!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's complete. It's Damian Williams.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards in a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards there at a Kansas City 1st down. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6 at the Falcons' 36-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Single slot. I got an attack. Speed, boys.
H3, 218, chopper.
Check 26, check 29.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jack Crawford coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
From the 41, Mahomes. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hold the look, hold the look, hold. 45's the mic, 45's the mic.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
45, Mike, 45.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Let's make
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down.
Easy.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Dancing to his left. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's got room. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. He's got Smith here. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Here we go.
They run. Devontae Freeman. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added. Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career,
this is caught inside the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. Now here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. Kansas City touchdown.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes going to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe 2 or 3 more
I was
NFL
going to say, that
seasons.
could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and a much better case of what we're going to do.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To throw is Ryan. Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, as time expires in the first half. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. So now with the late touchdown, not only will they take the lead to the locker room, but they'll try and add 2 more here. Looking to throw. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission? And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Frank Clark able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. He misses yet again, and the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And this one will be brought back to the 22. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 17, Mahomes into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he is all the way up past the 25. Well, switching gears, CD, I got to tell you, it's always sad now that football's over. We've got a long wait until Thursday, September 10th.
It's okay.
I know,
it's
but
okay.
September 10th.
Misty there.
That's when the 101st season starts. We just finished off season 100. I don't know. What are we going to do till then?
Well, I'm going to rest and relax a little bit, and so are you. But you're exactly right. It won't take us long to start to say, okay, when does camp start? How about OTAs, mini camps? We'll follow the draft. We'll do all the football things, but there'll be nothing like Thursday, September 10th, 2020, and they'll likely be in Arrowhead, right? They'll likely be there for Kansas City. I know it's not a given, but after winning the Super Bowl after a 50-year wait with that organization and that franchise and family, oh, that game's going to be there that Thursday night.
Yeah, well, in the meantime, we do have some work to do because they're still picking up the controllers out there in Madden land, I hope.
Yeah, certainly you have to. And why wouldn't you? Because you go ahead and play now, and you figure out who's going to be in the Super Bowl in Tampa next year, and I know you're going to let us know.
15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Ryan now 6 of 17 throwing the ball, only 35%, but he does have a 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. Now Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. It's caught inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's the fullback now. It's Keith Smith. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Check safety. Rush in. Check. Under 10. Slam.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Ryan now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this? And the Chiefs are going to get him. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland.
A loss of 6 yards. It's 2nd down.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. We're back now in KC. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Ryan. Complete to Jones. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Second and 10. It's Ryan again. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Again, Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. No gain there on the completion, second and 10. On second down, Williams. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The Chiefs on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Now Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20. They give him a gain of 37. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To throw on second and 6, Mahomes. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They'll run it with Williams. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Check 50, check 50. Watch the safety creep. Shit. Hey, go.
Williams will try again. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams taking it in. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Ryan looking deep, and now here is another interception. picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talk collecting trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Yellow, number 80, 54, and keep it up,
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. He'll try. And right away, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though, folks. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and now it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On second down, it's Coleman. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for... That's caught inside the 20. It's a gain of 34. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Here we go.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so.
And how about this, a fake? And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football?
Here we go.
We're not seeing it right now.
21. Bravo.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And Sanders has got it complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
On first down, Coleman.
How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Grape colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Show don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went.
When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years, so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
fool? That's a close encounter of what kind?
Ready, set, steady, back. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow.
Rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out.
Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. Come on. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one, and when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Come on. Go. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressed in all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in a ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one foot and say, boy, till there's nothing.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is...
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
What? 380! You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby! Check. Tempo. Check 99.
Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Prosise. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Hey!
From the 35 on second down, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Come off the ball. Hey, watch. Good job right there. 14.
Wilson going to hand it to Prosise. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Zebra. Go.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
Mike. Check 55, Mike. 3 bud. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
On third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Wilson's pass intended for gain.
That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10 at their own 11. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. So here are the starters for this offensive unit. Lamar Miller, very good out of the backfield.
And getting better all the time. The more touches he gets in a game, the bigger his impact on it.
54. Alert. Check.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. His throw incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Back to throw, Watson. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mike 5-4. Get that quarter.
Here's Watson. It's complete. Stills. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Buying time to his left. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Second and 6 at the Texans' 36-yard line.
55. Alert.
From the 36, Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter.
Well, 41's the mic. 41's the mic.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up.
So we got man. Mike 55. Hey, eat. I got you. 12. You're almost. 19. Baby, get this. You're almost.
To try again after the sack. Wilson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brandon Dunn in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Tight dog. Alert. Zoom.
3rd and long It's Wilson. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who can gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Flush to his right. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Dancing to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
From the 41, Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Alert, 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 alert. Under crunch. Hey, alert, alert, alert. Check 52.
Wilson turns and gives to Procise. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And this is caught by C.J. Procise. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 27th, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On third down, Carson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Myers' kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Football going back to the Houston Texans. Got another AFC South title this year. Their 4th in 5 seasons. No early exit in the playoffs. They came back to beat Buffalo in OT in the wild card round. Then that stunning 24-0 lead against Kansas City in KC. And you have to imagine they're going to be seeing Patrick Mahomes in their dreams all offseason. Probably a lot of nightmares.
Yeah, I mean, without a doubt. Kind of reminds you of a Metallica song, doesn't it? Right? I mean, with those kind of nightmares, you don't want to go to sleep. But I go back to something you mentioned earlier. Another AFC South title. Their 4th in 5 years. That's a lot of success that I don't think they get credit for because they haven't had that super deep run in the playoffs. They got to, what, the divisional round this year in Kansas City with a chance to go to the AFC title game with 24-0 lead. If that happens, I think we look back at this Houston franchise in a little bit different light instead of kind of short shrift. Hey, 4 titles in 5 years in the division, but what do they have to show for it? That's a tough fight for Houston.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deeper. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 58 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Deshaun Watson, he's a lot of fun to watch in the pocket, but when he's forced out of the pocket like that, he can make those big plays downfield.
Almost a bad thing when you're pass rushing and you force a Deshaun Watson out of the pocket. He creates extra time. He has the poise to keep his eyes downfield and locate receivers, and it turns into a little bit of a scramble drill for the defensive backs. Where is everyone? And Deshaun Watson finds his target for a big, big play.
Chris Carson trotting back out there. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, 0-0-0. Alert. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Here we go. Hey, check Mike.
Now Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Bang out. Fan. Mike 54, trot. It's been a long day for you. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, here we go. Mike 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
14. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51, truck. Double dog. That's the way.
On first down, Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. There we go. 12. 50. Let's go. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Go, Mike, 51.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will do it for this first half. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
That defensive front four has been very good. They've just not let the running game get going, have they?
Not at all. In fact, the entire offense just looking a little bit out of sync in this one.
Yeah, sometimes this is why coaches like 4-down defensive linemen. They feel like they can cover more ground when defending the run.
Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
First down, a run with Hyde. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
From the 40 now on second down, Watson, and he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I got. Check three.
They go play action here on first down. On the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Watson on first down. He finds Hopkins complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Miller with first down and more. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Check 24, check 24. Hey, check mine, check mine.
Now Wilson on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And this will be a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to pull loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 45 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Took right. That's it. Hey, alert. Mike 51. Watch the run.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown of the night. And the Texans push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The sack there by J.J. Watt. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Motion.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And he is going to go down for the 5th time tonight, and this one is going to be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Play action for Miller. Now Watson trying to lay one up deep. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Throwing now. Watson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run. He'll let this. This is caught at the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Texans push further out in front. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
To throw is Watson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Maybe a free play for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs.
Offside. Defense.
I kind of thought that they would accept that even with the good game they have.
I'm with you on that one because it would have set up a 2nd and 5 situation. Now you have one down to pick up the 1st down, and you know it's not guaranteed in the NFL.
He's going to loft one deep left side. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes him manageable now.
Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, and it's a big one in overtime. It's a 1st down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that
Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right. Reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes, but I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match, and plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
About to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Hit it here with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a Sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Seattle Seahawks. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Wilson rolling to his right. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson being chased out left. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He's going to... Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Sean Williams.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Throw from Dalton, taken in by Eifert. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's a run with Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Carson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Geno Atkins got home that time. I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take. Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Dalton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. And Dalton to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive. 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down. 1st down saves him from a 3 and out. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it? It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive. Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
368. Check 13. 368.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, 43 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Quarterback throws the fade, and that's one where really the receiver just has to make a play, right?
Brandon, all you're asking your quarterback to do is put it up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. Let your guy get it and no one else. That makes it a very, very difficult play to defend.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Bengals grab it. Look at the big man rumble. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Bullock good on the extra point. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the route is on here in this first half. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Check. Say. One left.
Here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. Does the big boy have the juice? And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. This first half had...
Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. They were Super Bowl opponents twice in the 80s, and they're back at it here. The Bengals and Niners are underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Hands up. Ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You're right.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Passing, it's Dalton. And Eifert has it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From midfield here, Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on second and long. Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
65.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, it's Coleman. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, Coleman. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough.
44. There you go.
So they are going for it. Now Dalton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Dalton. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd.
Dolphins pass complete to Tyler Boyd. 17 yards on the play.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They'll run. This is Bernard. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach.
Now Garoppolo lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. 20, 10, 5. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because we can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
From the 22, Garoppolo over the middle, and it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And now it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
12. Recon, 132 fighter. 57 Mike 57. Here we go, G. Here I come.